Hello, traders. FX Collector here. Today is Tuesday and it is March 19th. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully, a pretty good day. Definitely a little bit of a quiet before storm, I would say. I actually don't have it pulled up because I have it in my thing. There we go. So, as everybody probably knows, tomorrow is non-farm. Tomorrow is federal funds rate for the U.S. dollar. And we also have some CPI pound news in the morning, which is definitely going to be a pretty good one also. But really the highlight of this week is definitely the US dollar interest rate news tomorrow for sure. So that's going to be pretty interesting. I mean, I could almost kind of see the dollar going either direction at this point. So we'll have to see what that does end up happening. I've been saying pretty much for a couple of weeks now that this move up was actually going to be a crutch into this move down and that the trend was actually going to continue down. But after the price action, last week right here, and then really yesterday, I mean, I'm actually starting to change this up quite a bit. The dollar, as much as I hate to admit it, because I was pretty heavily short on this, I mean, as much as I hate to admit it, it does look to me like this is a trend. It's definitely higher highs, higher lows. It also looks to me like this is a correction, nice one, two, three-way pattern to the downside. Probably is an ABC correction, probably is a 61% Fibonacci bounce. And it does look to me like this is most likely in an uptrend right now. I think there's a very good likelihood this is going to be a one, a two, probably eventually go up and make a three, a four, and a wave five. Like I said, I mean, I don't really care what direction it goes, but I was building a position to the short side of the dollar via the dollar pairs, so I did take a little bit of a hit on this move, but we definitely did make it back no problem on some of the swing trades. We've had some really, really good trades in other places this week, like the Aussie Kiwi from last week was awesome, and we also had some really good trades today on the Canadian pairs. That Canadian news today was a really, really good trade. Even before the news came out, I said that it looks like the Canadian pairs are going up, and now it's a very, very nice. So, anyways, I like to do these meetings because I really like to. I like to thank the subscribers of the channel by doing these meetings, and that way I can check out pairs for people. I really do like to take requests from people. I think that that's a good chance to kind of interact with the audience and kind of see what people are looking at. Most people do definitely want to see the major pairs that I already make videos for, like the US dollar, CAD, pound dollar, and gold, which I do make videos for every single day. So make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you don't miss out on my videos. Like I said, I do make videos every single weekday. So definitely check that out. Now, I if you're trading any of the dollar pairs, but so far the request of all the dollar pairs, even gold is a dollar pair for sure. I mean, I really do think that it's extremely, extremely important that you analyze the living heck out of the US dollar index. And I do much prefer to use the FXCM index over the DXY. I'm not really a big fan of the DXY, even though I know probably 99% of traders look at that one. The US dollar is equally weighted. The DXY is not equally weighted, which is why I'm not a big fan of the DXY, even though if you actually look, they're almost exactly the same chart. There's very, very, very little difference. But the fact that the US dollar is equally weighted, I mean, it's always been the one I used, and I definitely prefer it. What I think is going to happen right now for tomorrow's news is that I think that this is going to be a correction probably throughout today and tomorrow. I think there's a very good likelihood that it's going to go down probably prior to the news, and I think there's a pretty good likelihood that at this point it is going to continue that uptrend. I feel like there's a very, very good possibility at this point that this right here really is the end of a wave B down here on the daily, and that this is probably going to make a series of higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and higher highs, most likely just continuing the uptrend. So anytime I'm looking at any of the dollar pairs from this point on, I'm always keeping in mind what I expect to happen on the US dollar index. All the US dollar pairs, even gold to an extent, gold is not quite the same, but definitely to an extent, gold also. Whatever is going on in this dollar, I am a big believer. If you know what's going on in the US dollar index, then you also know what's going on with all the dollar pairs, really. So if anybody hasn't done so already, definitely check out my Discord channel. The Discord channel itself is 100% free to join. You never do have to pay a dime if you join my Discord channel. It is 100% free. I do offer a membership program on my website, which I'm not going to promote my website too much today, but I do want to at least put the link in there for you guys. My website is fxpipcollector.com. Definitely pretty easy to remember, that's for sure. So definitely check that out if you're interested. I do a lot for my members. We do a lot of live streams. I do live streams every single weekday. I do on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, starting at 7:30 a.m. UK time, 90 minutes long. These are not live streams; they're actually Zoom meetings. So that way, if anybody has a mic, they can actually talk to me if they want to. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I do a New York meeting. This one's closer to 2 hours long, and I do those 4 days a week. So I do a total of 9 live Zoom meetings a week for my members. And I did just reduce the price down to $30 a month because one, I want to make it very, very affordable to everybody, and I also want to celebrate launching my brand new website, so I wanted to make a good deal to start off with. I do also share all my swing trades. Now, this is not a signal service. This is 100% not a signal service. But when I do enter a swing trade, I tell everybody that I entered the trade at the time that I enter, and I tell everybody where my stop loss is. I also comes with a trading course, which is located right here on my website, and access to all the private channels on Discord. So definitely check that out if you're interested. But if not, definitely join the free Discord channel. You never have to join my membership if you don't want, but I do want to build a community of like-minded traders that are willing to help each other out. And that Discord channel is 100% free to join. Oh wow, look at the US dollar CAD pullback today, man. Luckily, I got out of my dollar trades earlier. We were long on the. I didn't actually go long this one. I went long the. I was already long the euro CAD and the pound CAD from last week, and boy, what nice trades. Last week, I told everybody in my group I was going long on the euro CAD, and I also told everybody in the group I was going long on the pound CAD. And those turned out to be really, really good trades. And luckily, we got out today too. I got out. I actually ended up getting in this trade down, I think over here was my original entry. And I ended up getting out right here today, right at the top, because it made a double top and it looked like a wave five. This was a trade that I shared with my group. So anybody that is in my group most likely had a really profitable trade out of that. And I also went long the pound CAD, which was not definitely not a nothing to write home about, but I think my original entry on this one was also back here, and I got out basically right at the very very top. And the Aussie Kiwi was definitely the highlight of the last couple of weeks for me, which I'm still long on this. Last week, me and all the members of my group, we entered right here, stop loss right there. I'm still long, and then we entered a second time right here, stop loss right there, and I'm long on that one too. So very, very good trades. Like I said, this is the profit on this one. It's about a 4 or 5 to 1 risk to reward already. And this one's probably about a 3 to 4 risk to reward already also. Still long, still holding. Honestly, we should have probably went long again today, but it didn't make the clearest pullback. So we didn't end up getting in there, but definitely a very, very good trade. So US dollar CAD, I mean, you really had to understand that tomorrow is an extremely, extremely important news event for the US dollar. So, I mean, for what I would personally be doing right now is I'd be putting my Fibonacci retracement on here from top to bottom, and I would be looking for longs in an uptrend for sure. But I actually do personally think that this is probably going to drag out until tomorrow. It's probably literally just going to spend the next 24, 25 hours until the news tomorrow. So the next 25 hours, I think I'm probably going to end up looking something like that. I think there's a very good likelihood that tomorrow's news is going to cause the US dollar CAD to continue up. At least maybe not continue up on the weekly or nothing, but at least on like the 4 hour and so. I think there's a very, very good likelihood these are going to go up. I could definitely see it going down again. I mean, it might just possibly go up and respect this fib level and then maybe in a day or two stop the downtrend. But I think that there's almost certainty as of right now. I bet that it is going to end up continuing the uptrend. So I'm going to just go from order for anybody that wants me to look at something, just put it in the chat. So I'm going to start it right at the top at US. Danny requested the US dollar CAD. John requested the pound dollar. So I'm just going to work my way down the list. So if you would like me to look at something, definitely put it in the chats. I'd be really more than welcome to look at pretty much anything. Now, don't get me wrong, the pound dollar and the US dollar CAD still do kind of look like they want to go up on the higher time frames. I still think there's probably a pretty good chance that this I don't know. I definitely did change it recently, but I mean, it still looks like it could possibly go up. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all. My analysis of this whole time has been up on this for sure. So we'll see how that goes, but definitely looks like it's going up. Now, if the dollar goes up for a wave C, then this is obviously going to go down, which may end up, I think personally it might go down for a couple of weeks before it actually goes up. So we'll see. Like a lot can change between now and tomorrow. But we got a really, really big news event tomorrow. So I really do think that this move up is going to be a correction. I think what the most likely thing to happen over the next 25 hours or so is it's going to probably do something like that. It's probably going to make an ABC correction, and tomorrow's news is going to cause it to go down. The question is whether it's going to be a spike reversal because this news event is very, very often a spike reversal, or whether it's just going to keep on trending downwards. At this point, I kind of feel like it is going to keep on trending down. So that's pretty much what I would expect to see on the pound dollar. Let's go check out gold. I'm actually long gold right now. I'm in some scalps from we I did a New York live stream this afternoon. Like I said, I do these live streams um 4 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for the New York session, and 5 days a week for the London session. And I'm still holding on to a gold trade that we took this morning. It was intended to be more like a scalp trade, but I've in three positions. I got in here, I got in here, and I got in again here. So I'm in three trades right now on gold to the long side. So I'm just gonna take it. It's more of a day trade too, so I'm probably just gonna take it back to these highs and just get out right around here. Very, very good little trade. This is a trade that I took with the group today, and it's definitely going very, very good so far. Like I said, if anybody does want to participate in that, link to join is fxpipcollector.com. So overall, on the higher time frames, I actually do think that gold is in a wave 3 of 3. I think this is the end of a wave 2 down here on the monthly. I think this is a 1-2 subdivision. So this is a 1 of 3, a 2 of 3, and I think we're in a wave 3 of wave 3 right now. And if we really are in a wave 3 of wave 3, then this is potentially got a very, very, very lot of upside potential. Now that doesn't mean there's not going to be some pullbacks along the way, but I personally think that we're going up to about the $2,500 range on gold. So taking it down to the 1 hour time frame, like I said, we did go long today, and one of the reasons is it kind of looks impulsive up, and it looks like three waves down, and it definitely made a higher low, higher low. So I mean, it could just be an ABC correction to the downtrend. I actually think it probably is an ABC correction to the downtrend. I'm not really expecting a lot out of this trade. I'm just expecting to take it back up to these highs, and then we're probably going to end up going back down. Probably tomorrow, we probably will go down. I still think the 38% is going to have to get hit before we do continue the uptrend, but I would be a little cautious about sorting this thing because it literally is a lot of buying pressure. You can see on the higher time frames that this thing wants to go up. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm holding along, but I'm not intending it to be a swing trade. I'm just taking it back to these highs, and then I'll probably get out. I probably won't even take the short, even if there is a short, because if even when I do trade gold, I'm usually just scalping gold or day trading it. I'm not really looking to hold on to it for too long. Hey Hamid, how's it going, buddy? I see you want Bitcoin, huh? So yeah, we can take a look at Bitcoin. I do analyze Bitcoin every single day in my meetings. Um, Everything on this list right here is all the pairs that I analyzed on my Zoom meetings that I do twice a day. All Forex, major Forex pairs, including gold, silver, oil, natural gas, S&P 500, and I also do Bitcoin every single day. So yeah, definitely, we'll go look at a couple cryptos too. That's fine. So, anyways, yeah, let's check out Bitcoin for you. Oh wow, look at that. Made a pretty impulsive move up this afternoon. Hmm. Definitely still in an uptrend, I bet. To me, it looks like we have a wave 1 and a wave 2 on the weekly, and this is a wave 3. And we did turn it to 178% Fibonacci extension, which made me think that this is potentially going to stretch out a little bit into a wave 4, and then later on go up for a wave 5. So that's definitely what I'm expecting to see out of this. But boy, it's looking like it wants to go up on the sort of time phase, isn't it? I mean, with Bitcoin right now, I mean, I would probably just be buying the dip, really. I mean, that's pretty much the strategy. I would actually kind of expect this to be a wave B, and I would expect it to go down before it goes up like this. But the way things have been going with Bitcoin, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this thing just kept on going up. Honestly, there's definitely been no major structure break on the higher time frames to the downside, so I would definitely be pretty bullish for sure. Yeah, wow, going up pretty good, isn't it? I mean, I guess you could definitely argue that this might already be an ABC correction. So, like I said, I would kind of expect this move up to be a correction to this move down, someplace between the 38 and 78%, maybe make some sort of a three-way pattern, some sort of an ABC correction before it actually ended up continuing the downtrend. But the way Bitcoin has been going, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it just kept on trending up. Definitely is in a wave three, one, two, three. And this wave three may not even be over. It might have just made a pullback because there was a lot of kind of a liquidity area up here because it just took out all these highs. A lot of people probably did sell in this area just so they could take profits. So yeah, definitely would expect to see more uptrend. The question is whether or not it's going to keep on trending up now or not. That's kind of the question. So yeah, we did Bitcoin, we got gold, we got pound dollar. Let's go look at a couple cryptocurrencies, I guess. Which I'm definitely not really much of a cryptocurrency guy. I do analyze Bitcoin, but I definitely am not much for crypto. Solana. I don't even know if I have Solana. That's this one, right? Yeah, that's this one. I'm pretty sure that they're all pretty much the same thing at this point. I mean, I would say that they're all in a wave three right now. I don't have any labels or anything on these charts because I don't look at them, but no, even this is a wave three. Look at that. That's a one, two, three right there. So definitely, I would say the uptrend is like pretty much definitely not over. This one looks like a trend too. So yeah, look at that. This one's even better than Bitcoin as far as what it looks like. One, two, three, four, five. I bet this is a wave A. I bet this move up is going to be a wave B. I bet it's going to go down again for a wave C. Then if you get a nice break of structure, I would go long for the continuation of the uptrend for sure. Yeah, we could look at the YoCat. I was just talking about the YoCat earlier because I had a really, really good trade on the YoCat today with my premium members. That was a very, very good trade. And Ethereum, boy, Ethereum got pretty expensive. I do know that. Oh wow, look at it. Ethereum made one hell of a dip though, didn't it? Oh man, look where it turned. Right at the 161% Fibonacci extension of wave one projected out the bottom of wave two. Perfect, perfect 161% Fibonacci extension. Man, anybody that knows anything about Elliott Wave and how to use Fibonacci and Elliott Wave together probably had a one hell of a trade on that thing. Holy crap. Now I would take that off and I would put my Fibonacci retracement on there. And pretty much all crypto is pretty much doing the same thing. I mean, honestly, they pretty much are all doing very, very, very similar things. I would expect this to be a wave four. I would expect to see more upside. I don't think it's over. Just a question of how much this correction is going to drag on. I think this is probably a one, two, three, four, five, just like I was showing on Sonoma. And this is probably going to go up, but I bet it's going to be a correction like a wave B, and I bet it will go down again for a wave C, and then I bet it will continue the uptrend from there. So take it as you will. I mean, I would be a little cautious about going long because on the 1 hour time frame, it looks like a one, two, three, four, five. I would want to see a break of structure to the upside before I'd really start going long too much. And then it'll probably go up, take out these highs, make some sort of an A, B, C, or B, which would definitely be a pretty good long, most likely. So let's move on. The Kiwi CAD. Man, I think the Kiwi CAD on all the CAD pairs is probably one of the clearest ones out of the bunch, to tell you the truth. I'm starting to have a little bit of doubts about whether it really is going down like that, but it definitely looks like it's going down. I personally think that this is an uptrend, which is very obvious it's an uptrend. That's a perfect, almost a perfect five waves right there. This is also almost a perfect five waves down, wave A, one, two, three up, wave B. I think we're at a one, two, three, four, five of wave C on the daily. So take that as you will, bringing it down to the sort of time frames. Definitely would be looking for sorts. I think this is the end of a wave B. I think this is a five waves down for one. I think this is a corrective wave two. I think we're in a wave three, and my target for the wave three is actually down here, right around the 180 point one point 0.814, 0.813 area. So definitely still very bearish. Definitely still looking for shorts. Definitely only going short on pullbacks, especially three-way pullbacks. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three-way pullbacks is what I'm looking for. Three waves down. Three waves down. Three waves up. That's the type of stuff I'm looking for. So I would be looking to go short, but I would only be looking to go short on three-way pullbacks. Hey Chris, how's it going? Bitcoin, we already did Bitcoin, Bitcoin. US 30. Definitely not a pair I normally analyze, but I don't really mind looking at it for you. I do the S&P 500 every day in my Zoom meetings that I do for the members. Like I said, if anybody is interested in joining my membership, I just launched a brand new website and I'm offering a very, very discounted price right now because of that. So definitely check that out if you're interested. fxpipcollector.com. This is it right here. Very, very good. If anybody's interested, definitely check it out. Be more than happy to help you become a very consistently profitable trader. Definitely still an uptrend on the US 30, that's for sure. No break of structure, no shorts for me. Definitely looking for a long. Oh, the US 100, okay. Sorry about that. Okay, same difference though, honestly. So definitely looking for logs still, honestly. There's no break of structure on this one yet either. I would put my Fibonacci from here to here, and I would definitely be looking for logs. Awfully messy, huh? I would be looking for Fibonacci bounces. I'd be looking for breaks of structure to the upside. I'd like to see something like this. Some sort of a break of structure after bouncing from a Fibonacci level. If you could see that, then that would be the most ideal thing for an entry by far. So, depending on what time frame you trade on, I mean, I would be looking for shorts, shorts until you get that Fibonacci bounce with a break of structure. So, depending on what you're up to, I guess, depending on what kind of trader you are. It actually looks like it's probably setting itself up for a short, maybe tomorrow or something at the news, maybe even. Look at that. That's a perfect three waves down. I bet this is going to go up, take out these highs, make a wave C, and then back down again, which makes a lot of sense because I expect the US dollar to go up tomorrow. So I think there's probably a pretty good chance this is going to go down tomorrow. And so, yeah, I would definitely be the NASDAQ. Are you asking for the NASDAQ too? Oh, it's exactly the same. Look, there's like no difference. Is it the same? I guess it's a little bit different, but boy, that's pretty much the same. I would be expecting this to go up for a wave C. This definitely looks to me like an ABC correction. I would expect it to go down after that. So yeah, it's definitely what I would expect on that one. Let's see, where am I at? I kind of lost my place a little bit. Let's see. The euro dollar, one of my favorite pairs, and probably one of most people's favorite pairs, to be honest with you. Euro dollar, people love the euro dollar, that's for sure. I recently did change my analysis a little bit, but with tomorrow's news, we have interest rate coming out tomorrow, and if tomorrow's news does cause this to make an impulsive move up, then I am definitely going to go back to my original analysis of this being a 1-2 and we're in a wave three. But at this point, looking at all the dollar pairs, especially the US dollar index, I actually think this is way more likely to be a five wave down, probably three waves up. I bet we're now going to make five waves down. I bet this is going to be a more proper looking ABC, which in hindsight would make way, way more sense to me if it does make a more proper looking ABC correction for sure. So definitely looking for that. Let's see, taking it down. So I'm definitely looking for shorts in a downtrend for sure. I think the most likely thing to happen is that it's going to go up before it goes down, though. So I would, depending on what time frame you trade, if you trade the very short time frames, I would be waiting for a pullback to go long. That's an awful looking arrow. I'd be waiting for a pullback to go long, then I would be waiting for a breaker structure to get out of my long and go short, which is probably going to happen tomorrow. So, look at this. This is a perfect example of what I'm looking for. One, two, three waves up, engulfing impulsor to the downside, go short, stop loss in, enjoy your profits. So that's definitely what I'm looking for on that one. I would imagine it's probably going to go down tomorrow. It definitely seems like it's going to go down to me. Ah, the pound yen. Yen pairs have been cranking ever since that news yesterday, huh? Or last night. Look at it go. You can watch my yen videos from 4 months ago, and I've been saying the same thing, which is that this is going to break the high. I've been saying that this thing is going to break the high since down here somewhere. So watch my videos on the pound yen from previously. You're going to see me say the same thing. I think this is going to end up looking like that. So definitely still looking for longs in this one. Look at that thing go, man. Beautiful, beautiful trades last night. Unfortunately for me, it was 3:30 a.m. in the morning when this JPY news came out last night. So I did not trade this. I definitely am not getting up at 3:30 in the morning to trade the news. There's opportunities every day. I don't really need to lose sleep over it. But boy, it's definitely a 1, 2, 3. There's no doubt about that. 1, 2, 3. Definitely don't even see that the wave three is over. What does that mean? That means even when it does start to go down, it's almost definitely going to be a wave four and almost definitely going to be a wave five. So I would definitely be looking for pullback entries to go long. I definitely wouldn't go long right now. I would for sure be looking to go long at the end of pullback. So that is 100%. Hey buddy, did you see my Solana and Ethereum analysis I just did? Hopefully. So I might have scrolled up too far by accident. Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar. I kind of feel like the Aussie dollar is going to go down too. I mean, like I said, tomorrow's news could definitely change things. And my original analysis was that this was already at the end of a correction, and that this was just going to keep on making higher highs, higher lows, going up in a wave three. But when the market tells you that you're wrong, you have to listen. A lot of people, when they have an analysis, they get married to their analysis, and when the market starts to show you evidence that you're wrong, people ignore it subconsciously. I am willing to change my analysis on the flip of a switch. I think this is a five-way pattern down. A, I think this is three ways up. B, I think we're probably more likely to keep going down, probably to the 78% to make a wave C. Ah, the volume keeps cracking. Am I too loud? Sorry about that. Let me see. I could turn the volume down. That should be better. There we go. Sorry about that. Thanks for letting me know, Hanama. Sorry. There we go. I turned the volume down. This should be better now. Can you hear me good? It's all good to go? So, anyways, yeah, no worries. Thanks for letting me know. So obviously, it's gonna a lot of my analysis on the dollar pairs is really gonna depend on what happens tomorrow, and I am definitely doing a special live stream tomorrow for the news. So I am gonna be live streaming for tomorrow's interest rate news. So I would definitely suggest hitting that notification bell so you don't miss it, because this could completely change. Like I said, we got about 25 hours until the news tomorrow. So I personally, right now, think that this is what's gonna happen tomorrow. But things can change, and I really need to make a good judgment right before the news comes out, before I'm really too happy about giving a good analysis on this. I do think that there's a very good chance it's going to go down more, but if between now and tomorrow it actually looks something like this and the news is about to come out, then I would change my analysis and say, oh, it's about ready to go up. So it really depends on what actually happens over the next 24, 25 hours, definitely. Da, da, da. The US 100, S&P 500. I do analyze the S&P 500 every single day in my Zoom meetings that I do. I do the US 500, which is the S&P 500. And we are definitely in an uptrend on this one too, for sure, 100%. This analysis partly comes from one of my premium members, which I totally agree with what he has, which is a 1-2, and then this is all a wave three. And I think it's probably going to go up more, probably hit this, and then we're probably going to make a 4 and a 5. So on the daily time frame, I think it's going to be quite some time before this uptrend is over. Definitely still looking for longs. My target is still the 52,000, 5,200 area. I mean, 5,200 area is still my target. Like I was saying, every single pair on this list I do analyze every single day, and then we also look for trades at these Zoom meetings that I do every single day. And I am offering my membership at a very low price of $30 a month right now. I do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday New York session live Zoom meetings, and I also do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday London session Zoom meetings where we take trades. And the gold trade that I was telling you guys about that I'm in right now is a trade that I took with my members about 2.5 hours before this live stream that we're in right now. So if anybody's interested, the link for that is definitely in the chats and in the description. It's fxpipcollector.com. I'm offering my membership for the lowest price that I've ever offered it, that's for sure. But if anybody wants to join my free membership, my free, 100% free Discord channel, please do. I really do want to build a community of traders that are willing to help each other out. So definitely join my free community, 100% free to join. So definitely still looking for longs on that, for sure. Uh, I don't really trade the indices. All I know is that the Nasdaq and the U.S. 100 look pretty much like they're exactly the same charts. So, all right, well, we already got all the requests in. So if anybody has anything else they'd like me to look at, definitely do it. Put in the chats. I'd be more than happy to look at pretty much anything else as long as we have not looked at it already. What's going on with gold? I'm still logging on gold from this morning, or this afternoon. I'm long on gold 3 times. This was actually a scalp. Our first entry we got in right here. My next entry I got in right here. Then I got a third entry right around here someplace. So I'm long 3 times on gold right now. Stop loss is down here. I'm looking to take profit probably up in this area someplace, wherever price reacts. I'm definitely not looking to hold this one overnight. I'm just kind of day trading it. I kind of intended it for it to be a scalp, but I don't really scalp. I always intend it to be a scalp, but then I end up holding it for about 6 hours and it turns into a day trade. So this is a trade that we took this morning. Anybody that was in my New York live stream this afternoon, which you get access to these live streams by joining my membership on my website, definitely has some pretty good trades for sure. The Euro CAD, I heard somebody request too. I kind of think there's a pretty good chance this is a wave five. I was long the Euro CAD today. I ended up getting out, and I told all the people in my group that it was a good time to get out too. Which thank God, because look at it. I think it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's going to go down now. I think it's very, very likely now to make a wave two. So what I think is going on is I think this is a one. I think this is a two. Probably going to go down to at least a 50 or a 61.8, and then I think it's going to go up for wave three. And look where this wave one ended. Right at the basically just past the support um of wave B. So wave one, wave two, wave three is definitely what I expect to see on this one. So this is another trade that we took, and man, we got out at the perfect time. Thank God we got out of this thing. I got out right after the spike, probably someplace right in this area. What a nice trade that was at today's news. What a beautiful setup. Very, very, very nice. I don't think they're gonna cut rates. I really do have to hand it to Jeremy Powell, the Fair Ted Powell, the Fair Ted Powell. because right 2 years ago when he started this, he said we're not going to lower interest rates until CPI gets to 2%, and CPI is currently 3.1% or 3.2, I think. I think it's currently 3.2% in the U.S. So I think odds of him lowering interest rates tomorrow are probably very, very, very low. No, I don't think they're going to. I really don't think so. If they do, boy, it is definitely going to be a surprise to the market, and if they do, it is definitely going to be one heck of a mover. The market is going to move like crazy if they do. I think that this line right here represents what time the news is coming out tomorrow. This is the U.S. dollar index. I'm saying no cuts too. I totally agree. I don't think they're going to cut it. I think what's going to happen is this is probably going to do something like this over the next 24 hours, and then we're probably going to get the continuation of the uptrend. It seems very, very clear that's what's going to happen. And I was originally thinking right here, right there, I was thinking that that was an ABC correction. I totally admit. Pretty much all week long, I've been saying this is an ABC and that it was possibly going to go down. But boy, it definitely doesn't look like an ABC anymore. It definitely looks like a 1, 2, 3. I think it's going to go up. I think it's possibly going to go up and eventually, not tomorrow, not definitely not tomorrow, but eventually it's going to make its way up and take out these highs, I believe. So definitely looking for longs and an uptrend. 25K, no, I think 2500 um, on gold. My target on the monthly is 2500 because I think this is a wave one. I think this is a wave two. I think that we're currently in a wave three. Most wave threes go to 161.8% of wave one projected out the bottom of wave twos. So I think this is going up to 2500. So 2500. 25,000 would be something else, man. If it's going to 25,000, I'm gonna go buy. I'm gonna cast out my trading account and just go buy like a brick of gold and just hold on to it because Jesus, you'd be rich. Maybe someday in our lifetime. So, doesn't look like anybody else is really requesting anything. Oh, U.S. oil. Hey, yeah, definitely. Let's look at U.S. oil. I was hoping that U.S. oil was going to turn down at the 50%, but it didn't, which is fine. I don't really care. It's not like it bothers me, but I was really hoping that it was going to turn down right there, but it never did, so I never went short. I'm now watching the 61%. Hopefully this is a correction. I'm still thinking that it probably is a correction, but I do also have a little bit of an alternative count on this one on the week on the higher time frames that I'm kind of wondering about because this looks like a trend to me. It kind of almost looks like it could be an A, it could be a B, and this potentially could go up for a wave C. So I am definitely looking for longs on shorter time frames, but I also I mean, I almost feel like this is a trend, this is a correction, and it should go down again. So I definitely have a couple alternative views on this, but no matter what view comes true. Right now, it's going up on the daily, and there's definitely no reason to do anything except for look for longs at the end of pullbacks. Man, was this today? Yeah, that was today. Man, we had a perfect end of a correction today. Perfect end of a correction. One, two, three waves down, go long. One, two, three waves down, go long. One, two, three waves down, go long. So that's definitely what I'm waiting for. One, two, three waves down, go long. I do analyze oil every day for my numbers too. I do enter trades on it sometimes. Not very often, because I definitely mostly trade Forex, but once in a while I do enter trades on that. We got a few people in the group that love oil and natural gas. Natural gas is another favorite of a lot of people, which I kind of feel like is going to go down again. I feel like we're in a wave four right now. So I'm definitely would be looking for shorts on this. I think there's a good chance that's going to end up looking something like that. So definitely looking for shorts on that. I don't know about that. That's a good question. I have no idea. But I do know that in April, Bitcoin is doing that that halving thing or whatever they call it. Like I said, I'm not much of a crypto guy. I've never traded crypto in my life. I do own some USDT because I sometimes people pay me my membership in USDT, and I do own like $200 worth of Bitcoin, but I definitely am not a crypto guy at all. I do analyze Bitcoin every single day, and I do think that Bitcoin does make some really, really nice alleyway patterns. I just don't really ever trade it. I was always the guy way back in, 2000, really before that. I was the guy in like 2016 that was saying Bitcoin is never going to last. I was like the person way back here was like, Bitcoin is useless. It's never going to last. Bitcoin is going to go to zero someday. That was me back here in about 2016. That was me. So, so I never really was into Bitcoin. I wish I was because way back here in 2016, I used to work with a guy before I went full time with my trading, and he used to play poker on the internet using Bitcoin. So he used Bitcoin to play poker on the internet, and he was telling me Bitcoin's going up, Bitcoin's going up. You should buy Bitcoin. I was like, you're full of crap. Bitcoin's going to zero. The bad part is that he didn't end up holding his Bitcoin either. I mean, he did make some money on it. He did get this first move up, but he ended up, getting in down here someplace and getting out right here. So I mean, he definitely made some money on it, but he definitely didn't make this kind of money. That's for sure. Life changing money, which some people sure did. No, not me. I never traded it. I own a little bit of Bitcoin, and the only reason I owned it is because a couple of years ago I opened a T-bill account with Public, and one of the options was either a free stock or $100 in Bitcoin, and I chose to buy $100 in Bitcoin. And now my $100 in Bitcoin is worth like $200, so I doubled my money. So, does anybody else have some requests? Anybody else have something they would like me to look at? Put in the chats. I'd have no problem looking at pretty much anything. I'm keeping an eye on my gold trade on my second screen here because I am long gold and I don't want to hold it overnight or nothing. I'm just kind of scalping it. So, like I said, during the afternoon, New York session meeting, we got in once here, we got in once there, and I got in again someplace around here. So I'm long three times on this. This was a trade that I took during the New York Zoom meeting that I do every day. Like I said, if anybody's interested, I've never offered my price this low, and I do London live streams every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I do New York live streams every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I do sell all my swing trades. Every single swing trade I take, I tell the people in my members group that I'm taking a trade. I tell them where my stop loss is. I do not tell people where my take profit is because I do not use a take profit most of the time on my trades. The worst thing I could do is limit myself to how much money I could make. I really don't want to limit my take profit because I want my take profit to be, I want the market to tell me when to get out of the trade. I don't want to get out based on some random take profit just because it's a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. I want to get out because the market said, oh, look, there's an end of a trend. You should get out of that trade. So that's when I get out of a trade when I identify the end of a trend. Which you can definitely identify the end of a trend if you know how for sure. So not really too many requests coming in. I think everybody's kind of resting, getting ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow I am going to be doing a live stream for the news. We have interest rate news tomorrow. On Wednesday, federal funds income. It is at 4 o'clock. I'm sorry. It's at 2 o'clock New York time, Eastern Standard Time, and it's at 6 p.m. UK time, GMT time. I'm gonna start my live stream at 5:30, and I'm probably gonna have to go until about 7:30. So I'm gonna end up doing about a 2-hour live stream. So I guess we're probably just gonna cut it here. Uh, I guess I can look at that for you. I guess yeah. We got a couple minutes. I'm gonna go get some rest myself. I think get ready for tomorrow's news here in a little while because I'm gonna do about. Not only am I gonna do my New York Zoom meeting, which is 2 hours long, and my London New York meeting, but I'm also gonna do about a 2-hour YouTube live stream for the news tomorrow. Yeah, there's definitely 100% ways of knowing when a trend is over. Um, if you're interested, definitely join my membership. It's $30 a month, and it comes with a trading course, and I do a ton of live Zoom meetings. If you're not, then definitely join my Discord channel. It's 100% free to join my Discord channel. I can't give away all my secrets for free, or else I would have no members. And if I didn't have any members, I do know that the $200 a month I make off YouTube definitely would not pay for me to continue to do these live streams all the time, which is why I have a very, very cheap membership because I make $200 a month off YouTube, and that definitely would not be enough money for me to continue doing this for sure. So, anyways, Siba. Do I even, Siba? Is this it? Yeah, I don't know about some of these. I would definitely be looking for the end of a cutscene, but I would probably wouldn't really be going long until we had the end of the cutscene. I would actually expect it might actually go down more. I don't know. This whole thing looks like one big cutscene, so at some point it probably is going to go up. Just I wouldn't really be too focused on longs until it had a break of structure. And even if it does break structure, it actually might even be an ABC itself, which is probably pretty likely. Probably going to go up, break structure, everybody's going to go long, and then it's going to go down, take out this structure, stop everybody out, and then it's going to continue the uptrend. I bet that's what's going to happen. So, anyways, I'm going to go eat some dinner, get some rest for tomorrow's live stream. And we got a big, big day tomorrow. So, if anybody wants to join my Discord channel, it is 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime. If you want to join my website membership, then you do get access to all my live Zoom meetings that I do every single day. You get access to my swing trading. You get access to all the educational information, including the trading course that is located here on my website. You get access to all the educational and private channels on Discord. So as always, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the day. And as always, thank you and